Alex Jones is facing multiple lawsuits from the parents who lost their lives in the Sandy Hook shooting. Now, the reason why he's facing these lawsuits is because he has alleged that it was a hoax, a false flag operation, and that these parents are nothing more than crisis actors. And that has led to his viewers targeting these parents and harassing them, which of course is a horrible thing to even imagine, especially after they lost members of their families in these shootings. Now, the deposition that Alex Jones was part of has just been made public. And the reason why it's been made public, this is very unusual, is because Alex Jones continues to talk about this case. And so the lawyers who are representing the families here are like, well, if he's gonna try to adjudicate this in a public setting with his audience, it only makes sense that we're also transparent and we share the deposition with the public. And that's what they've done. And what we're about to show you is a few examples of what he had said during the deposition. First, we begin with some examples of terrible things that he said about the victims and their families throughout the years. Take a look.
Mr. Jones, I want to show you some video clips of some things you were saying as news broke of Sandy Hook, and in a video that day that you titled "Connecticut School Massacre Looks Like False Flag, Says Witnesses." Can you play the clip day of Sandy Hook?
But get a hold of your cousin when she settles down and get her to talk to us for any other information. We need to know, were there any drills that day or the day before? Does she know anything? Did she have anything about other shooters, or was it that she never saw the shooters?
Well, I had asked them if it was supposedly too, because they have a lot of security at that school. You have to ring a doorbell in order to get into the school.
Yeah, of course, which is another sign of that's, it's one of these federal model schools. You've heard me say, look for a big mass shooting at schools. You've heard me, we've got to find the clips the last 2 months. I probably said it 20 times. So don't ever think the globalists that have hijacked this country wouldn't stage something like this. They kill little kids all day, every day. And it's not our government, it's the globalist. And that is an inside job right there, either way you cut it. I bet money that woman was a super liberal. I bet money. That's what I said. I bet he's in his 20s, a big video gamer, a trendy. Well, notice it didn't happen the last few years, and now that Obama's coming in with gun control, magically these shootings are popping up. People got to find the clips the last 2 months. I said they are launching attacks. They're getting ready. I can see them warming up with Obama. They've got a bigger majority in the Congress now, in the Senate. They are going to come after our guns, look for mass shootings. And then magically it happens. They are coming. They are coming.
So the Posner family, who unfortunately lost their child in the Sandy Hook shooting, were harassed constantly by Alex Jones viewers. In fact, the harassment and the threats of violence were so significant that they had to move 7 different times. They eventually found themselves in a highly secure gated community because they were afraid for their lives. Now, again, this is following the shooting that led to the loss of their child. And so this is a serious story. This is a serious situation. And Alex Jones has not really been apologetic about it. And he's already laid out what his defense is in this case. And I'll give you his defense in just a second, but Cenk, I want you to react.
I just have a quick side note here. Did Obama wind up taking away your guns? Like not just Alex Jones, but a lot of the right wing theorized? Oh, right, he didn't. None of their conspiracy theories ever came true. He never locked you up in FEMA camps. He never reconstituted the Ottoman Empire, as Louis Gohmert charged. He never took away the guns. When are you gonna stop listening to insane right wingers? They are never, ever right. All right, now let's get to his defense, because that's what shows you that it was always not real. And for those of you who took it seriously, kind of pathetic.
So I'm actually gonna skip ahead to video 7. By the way, all of those clips that Alex Jones was shown, he argued were taken out of context.
You saw it. What do you mean taken out of context?
Exactly. But he has shared what his defense is gonna be with his audience, which again is part of the reason why this deposition was made public. Now, with that said, video 7, where Jones lays out his defense.
And I myself have almost had like a form of psychosis back in the past where I basically thought everything was staged. even though I've now learned a lot of times things aren't staged. So, I think as a pundit and someone giving opinion, that, my opinions have been wrong, but they were never wrong consciously to hurt people.
So he's arguing that he is suffering from psychosis.
Great. No, look, every Alex Jones fan, understand that the guy you look up to is psychotic, and that's his big defense. Look, it's psychosis. I'm a lunatic, and so when I tell you that there's conspiracy theories, don't believe me because I'm acting under a condition of psychosis. Okay, are you going to still watch him? So which one is it? Does he actually believe it? That all these conspiracy theories actually do happen? And in which case, the parents have every right in the world to sue him and take all of his money and et cetera, for the damages that he has caused them? Or are you all going to agree he's either been faking it, as he explained in a previous case? He said, I'm just an actor. I'm just an actor playing a role, right? I mean, isn't that hilarious? Because the right wing then came up with another conspiracy theory saying that AOC is just an actress.
Right.
It's all projection. And so now he says, when I'm not acting, I'm psychotic. Agreed. That is one thing we're all on the same page on.
So according to the Washington Post, Jones refused in this deposition to acknowledge whether his actions added to the grief and distress of those who had lost loved ones in the shooting, and he claimed the lawsuits filed against him were retaliatory for Hillary Clinton's failed presidential bid in the 2016 election. Because everything goes back to Hillary Clinton's failed presidential bid in 2016. By the way, he was spreading these ridiculous conspiracy theories well before 2016. This was happening almost immediately after the shooting took place.
On the day of the shooting, we just showed you.
Exactly. So one final part of the deposition that stood out that I thought would be important to share with you guys. Let's take a look.
Over the years, there started to develop tension between you and the Sandy Hook parents after they started complaining about what you were doing, correct?
No.
Okay, no tension. You will admit, you've done mocking imitations of Sandy Hook parents crying, correct?
No.
I want to play you a video clip too from September 24th, 2014 and November 11th, 2016. Will you play the video clip called Crying?
And then you've got parents laughing, going, and then they walk over to the camera and go, and not just one, but a bunch of parents doing this. Then we see footage of one of the reported fathers of the victims, Robbie Parker, doing classic acting training where he's laughing and joking, and they say, hey, we're live. And he goes, oh. And maybe that's real. I'm sure it is.
You realize now, you were mocking the difficult emotional reactions of people who provably lost their children.
No, I was not mocking. I was showing what people were questioning. It was not to mock the parents. It was showing why people were questioning. It's you that is projecting mocking onto it. I was showing what he did.
I would know a thing or two about mocking. I've mocked the right wing relentlessly for many years. When you go, that's mocking. I don't think anyone thinks that isn't mocking, but they like to deny reality. That's why he's in the current situation that he's in now. And he said over and over again. We all saw it with our eyes 1,000 times over. They have all the evidence on it. They have all the videos. They're all public of him stating all these insane conspiracy theories, him mocking the parents. And what's amazing about it is that he then turns around, and as Anna was pointing out in the last after the last clip we showed, all of a sudden now he's the victim.
Yes.
He's like, oh my God, they're all coming after me because the Hillary Clinton election, etc. No, but you terrorize these families. You, even if you didn't know on day one, first of all, any sane adult should know, although to be fair to him, he says he's psychotic. But even if you didn't know at that time, after the parents said, we are getting nonstop death threats from your followers. And this is not like, hey, somebody says something online that's mean. That happens every day. And no, the positives had to move 7 times because there were credible threats on their lives from Alex Jones viewers, and you still kept saying it. And then you want to turn around and blame Hillary Clinton afterwards?
And play the victim.
Is any right winger ever going to take personal responsibility for anything.
No, never. I don't expect them to ever try to take personal responsibility while they simultaneously point to people who are living in poverty and argue that they should take responsibility for their situation. Anyway, that's beside the point. I want to get back to how he plays the victim. Does that really surprise you though? Does it surprise you at all, considering the experience that we've personally had with him, where he rushed our stage during our live show at the RNC in 2016, and then I called him names because that's what he deserved, and I do not regret it. I will never take that back. And then what did he do after I called him a fat F?
He cried and cried and cried.
Made his rounds. We were on Radio Row where all the media was. Made his rounds, crying and whining about how I had fat shamed him. I'm not kidding.
No, I know.
Put out a video talking about how I fat shamed him. Are you gonna be okay, Alex Jones?
Alex,
you gonna be okay? Joe Rogan called me out for fat shaming him, even though he will make excuses for people legitimately fat shaming on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Did I hurt your buddy's feelings, Joe?
Okay, so look, first of all, it looks like Alex needs a safe space. There's one thing he definitely needs a safe space from, other than Anna, which is this lawsuit. That's why he's like, psychosis, I wasn't mocking. No, I mean, what conspiracy theories? Me, Alex Jones, do conspiracy theories that then brutalize people's lives? What? No, me never. Oh, by the way, Alex, yes, that's mocking, okay? I'm mocking you. So I'm sure you're gonna need a safe space from that. And of course, when right-wingers do likewise to me in terms of the shaming, I'm amused by it. I don't care at all. I know what my weight is, right? And they're like, I got you, right? No one ever cares. I don't see Joe Rogan going ballistic over that. But the one time you touch their beloved right-wing freaks, they're like, oh my God, a liberal offended me. A liberal offended me. By the way, of course, Alex Jones also lied about every single aspect of that time that he rushed onto our stage and trespassed and broke laws, etc.
Completely disrespected the insane hard work that our producers put into that live show. And then we ended up being the ones who were the bad guys. And look, I wanna be clear about something. I don't go around judging people based on their weight or their looks. I'm not known to do that. I was very upset when he did that and brushed our stage. And I just said what came to my mind at that moment. And I don't regret it, I never will, right? But for him to run around and pretend as if he's a victim is incredibly ridiculous, especially considering what he did in disrespecting our crew and the hard work we put into that show that day.
And what happened to us is what? Not anywhere near 1% of 1% of what happened to the Sandy Hook families.
Yeah.
They should take every dollar he has for what he has put them through. And he goes on air and lies on purpose all the time. That's not something that happened by accident at some point in his show. That is the intent of the show. That's the whole point of the show. Now, look, that's my opinion, but they're gonna adjudicate it in court where you should adjudicate things. And if if the jury thinks that he did it, well, sad day for him and a great day for America. Like what you see? Click the subscribe button below and don't forget to ring the bell to never miss another video from the Young Turks.